and worrying about the cops down there pulling you over for your music or your loud exhaust, or for, you know, giving you a ticket because you're a passenger in the vehicle but you don't have your seatbelt on. Of course, I wear my seatbelt now, so not to worry. But back then, yeah, young and dumb and all that. Hey, pretty mama, yes, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. I've got a vehicle playing some pretty loud music here next to me, so I'm going to try and drown that out. Thank you so much, pretty mama. The chat seems to be popping up for a moment, and then it just disappears. It disappears on me. I don't know why. Let me see if I can... There we go. Okay. I just have to tap on it. Tap on the... Just tap it in. These barricades are sitting here in the middle of the roadway. That's not dangerous. Montana plate. That's a pretty good drive. So there's the airport right there in front of us, Las Vegas International Airport, as we turn northbound here on Las Vegas Boulevard, aka the Strip. Here using Streamlabs this evening, so hopefully we'll have some of the features we've been working on, my wife and I have been working on, to be available during the live stream here. But speed limit drops here to 35. Let's see if we... Okay, so I still see Metro units here up ahead of us at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. Yep, the bikes I still see up ahead there. So you'll see them here in the median as we come up to the median here. It's fun. They're like daring them. Go ahead, guys. Pop some wheelies for us. And there they are. There's a whole bunch of them. There were 3 units over there before, now they're down to 1. Oh, goodness. These guys are... What are you doing? Okay. You're tying your shoe in the middle of the road there. There's Harley Davidson there on the right. And then the Pinball Hall of Fame, which I will get into, I promise. Valley High Golf Club over here on the left. And so, in addition to Vanderpump being slapped on the side of the Cromwell, and Circus Circus being $5 billion. I guess that whole event last weekend was a whole lot of nothing. They said no one had any type of armament, I guess I will use that word. There's another self-driving one, that little buggy-looking thing. Huh, what's that one called? That's pretty cool. Yeah, hey, Michael, welcome. Yeah, you know, I read, I was looking at it this week, and I'm like, okay, so it's free to go in, you just have to pay to play one of the games. But I really just want to go in and do like a short video and just show it to you guys, so that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably have to do it on the weekend when it's busy, right? Because I don't want to draw any attention to myself like we do at the casinos. Walking through the casinos is always a tricky endeavor. If you watch other Vegas live streamers, some of them, they get into trouble walking into the casinos. Yeah, all kinds, yeah. I need to get in there and check them out. Be a pinball wizard from back in the day. Yeah. Little Church of the West Wedding Chapel right there on the right. I know Stephen has talked at length this week about whether Vegas has come back. Last weekend was pretty good with the crowds. This weekend, judging from what was out last night, it looks like it's a pretty healthy crowd. I think that might be because of March Madness, I'm guessing. Of course, everyone's bracket is busted already, so I think that actually happened, what, this morning or something? I thought I saw. Because they're doing the 32, the round of 32 now, before they get down to the Sweet 16 after tomorrow. For all of that madness. And of course, as one light turns green, another one turns red. There's a Zooks on the other side there. I missed it. Those self-driving vehicles. Do they have any of those in any of your other parts of the country? I'm just curious whether it's just like the big cities in Vegas, or if they're actually doing that everywhere with the self-driving taxis. Because it says test or demo on the back of it. Test or demo autonomous vehicle. No, not to, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I guess they figure there's a whole bunch of money to be made here for people with taxis and stuff. I saw the monorail was down last night. That's going to be a boon for the taxis and Ubers and Lyfts out there, for sure. Definitely. Especially when the monorail goes down. Tobin, also, thank you for letting me know. I didn't know that there were 2 trams. I mean, I guess there are 2 rails over there, but I didn't know that one of them only went directly between Mandalay and Excalibur. I thought they both lines stopped at Luxor as well, but it's only one of them. So, thank you for that. I was unaware of that, so that was good. Got the green here at Four Seasons Drive. I do, Tobin, yes. Yeah, I was able to tap the one of the text bubbles that popped up, and then now it's showing me everything. So yeah, thank you, Tobin. Psychic Sessions over here on our right, but there is the Mandalay Bay. And of course, the pyramidal splendor that is Luxor, and there's one of the trams right there. Bypassing, it looks like, right? Or will it bypass Luxor? Oh, got the green. One of those is express. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Yeah, that must be the northbound one, because he's not stopping. Interesting. So, and I think the Knights are playing, is it tonight? They play the Red Wings? So we'll see if there's police activity up here. And the Tropicana site over here, still not seeing, you know, they're moving way faster with the Guitar Hotel than they are with the ballpark, both of which were supposed to open up in, what, 2028, I thought I read. Right now, yeah. Yeah, there's text on there right now, buddy, if that's what you're asking, yeah. See how these crowds look here. There is Excalibur, the one where they're, you know, reducing the number of bellhops they have. You're going to have to ferry your luggage up to your room by yourself, and they're taking all of the old equipment and furniture out of the rooms there at MGM Grand and moving them into Excalibur. Oh, right now they're playing. Okay, thank you, Michael. That's what you meant. Gotcha. First period. Okay, cool. So there's probably not going to be anything until late in the third, I'm sure, before the police start setting up again. I was over on Frank Sinatra Drive coming down this way, and it was packed over there. The northbound lanes were packed. I'm like, did they shut down the strip or something? There is the 2/5 high, 2/5 scale of the original, 40% of the original size of the one in New York Harbor there. I'm not sure, Tobin. Yeah, I'm not certain about that. And there's the massive lion out front, MGM Grand, along with its LED screens to distract you. But I always love this corner, and I love it not being stuck behind that pedestrian bridge, so I could show you guys the front of New York. When the playoffs hit and the Knights would go pretty deep into the playoffs, they'll put a Golden Knights jersey on the statue there, on the Statue of Liberty. So that's pretty cool. But it's been an eventful week here in Vegas. Always a lot going on. Let's see how the crowds look here. They look pretty good going up the escalator there. And that's one of the ironies you see here, is that no one's going up the stairs that go in between the escalators. They're all going up the escalators. No one uses the stairs. Oh boy. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but the escalators, good luck with the escalators working on a regular schedule. There's the front of New York. Looks like they've got a pretty good crowd out in front there as well. Coca-Cola, big bottle over there on the right, as well as the Hard Rock Cafe guitar. Those are always fun to see. Down here on the Strip. And they're still working on that Boulevard Mall that's up here on the right. They had, speaking of malls, they had what do they call it? Where the whole bunch of kids go running through the mall. I think that it was at Meadows Mall, just west of the Strip here. And, or maybe it was Monday. Excellent. Thank you, Tobin. Yes. Yeah, you gotta have the sheetrock on there because the winds pick up all sorts of stuff. Probably be pummeled by all the stuff that's out there floating around. Ambulance activity over here on the left. I'm sorry, on the right. Earlier, we went up to Aliante, so we'll be posting those videos this week. I had a request from a viewer to go up Simmons and North 5th. So I went up Simmons and came back down North 5th the entire length. So that was really cool, being able to see some of the new areas out there. The Tule Springs Fossil Beds National Monument out there at the very north end of town. One of the big things that happened this week is that BLM sold off a whole bunch of land. But there's a water shortage. And guess to whom they sold that land? The developers. There's one lot out there by Summerlin that went for $45 million. Just crazy. And if you saw the Hoover Dam videos, it's especially alarming when you look at the water level where it was versus where it is now. Looking at the dam from the bridge, and you can see the water lines coming up to the dam there. It's pretty scary. We're not getting the water. And thanks to Tobin, I know that Arizona gets the least amount of distribution of the water. Nevada gets 28%, I think it was, and California gets the whopping majority of it all. But they charge more for it over there in California because they make more money over there. Plus they have to ferry it all the way over there too. Oh, got this guy next to me playing some music here. Apologies for that.